We'll take a look at solving one-step equations that involve addition and subtraction. The first example will be x plus 7 equals 11. Remember, the goal of an equation is to isolate our variable, or to get the variable by itself so we can determine its value. In this instance, it's easy to see what x would actually equal without going through the step to solve the equation. It's important to be able to understand how to solve equations, though, so when we work with more difficult equations, we know the steps to solve them. The first thing to look at when solving an equation is to see if either side of the equation can be simplified. X plus 7 cannot be simplified any further because these are not like terms. And of course, 11 can't be simplified either. Again, the goal of any equation is to get the variable by itself on one side of the equation. In this example, to do that, we have to get rid of the plus 7. To do this, we will use inverse operations. We will use subtraction and subtract by 7. Remember, an important rule of solving equations is what we do to one side of an equation, we have to do to the other side. So if we subtract one side by 7, we have to subtract the other side by 7. On the left side of the equation, the plus 7 and the minus 7 will add up to be 0. So we are left with x plus 0. We know that x plus 0 will just be x, so that is what we are left with on the left side of the equation. Let's take a look at the right side of the equation now. We had 11 minus 7, which is 4. So we have successfully solved for our variable x. X equals 4. After solving an equation, it's important to check our work. To do this, we can take our answer that we got for x and plug it into the original equation. So we substitute 4 in for x in our original equation. 4 plus 7 is 11. So our answer checks out. Let's try another example. X minus 7 equals 14. Notice in this example, we have subtraction happening on the left side. Again, the goal of any equation is to isolate x, or to get x alone on one side of the equation so we can determine its value. As with any equation, we want to determine if either side can be simplified from the start. X minus 7 cannot be simplified because they are not like terms. And of course, 14 can't be simplified any further. So let's isolate x. To do so, we have to get rid of minus 7. We will use the inverse operation of subtraction, which is addition, and add 7. Remember, if we do one thing to one side of an equation, we have to do the same thing to the other side. Let's simplify the left side of the equation. The minus 7 and the plus 7 will cancel one another out, leaving x plus 0. We know that x plus 0 is x. Now simplifying the right side, we do 14 plus 7, which is 21. So x equals 21. It's important to check our work. Let's substitute 21 back in for x in the equation. Once we've done that, we do 21 minus 7, which is 14. So our answer checks out.